Kuma Clan, Kuma Clan. Just checking in with you guys for a morning update. We're gonna use our morning sound frequencies. Okay, certain sound frequencies are very much an irritant to the air early in the morning. So we're just gonna get into it today, guys. This morning, this great morning. I know my Kumas is getting ready for school. Some Kumas getting ready for work. Some Kumas travel. Some Kumas reach their destinations. Okay, just gonna go into some things. As you can see, currently we're up 72.6%, guys, which is pretty cool. At one point, we were up 100%. You know, a lot of buying pressure going on. As they would say, the Bulls have regained some momentum. They have definitely regained momentum for us. See what's going on with my morning internet speed. What's going on here, dude? Shiba Inu, all-time high, 7 hours ago. It's down negative 13.7% from that. This crypto is on a great run, guys, and it's going to maintain a lot of this growth. As you can see, it said it would definitely have a pullback after a great run. It still will hold the majority of this growth, I believe, after this run. And hopefully enter a nice consolidation after this run is over, whenever that ends. That would be great for that project. The greatest thing a project can see is consolidation after a great run. You're going to see a sell-off. That's not a surprise. But a nice sell-off, nothing too crazy, and a nice consolidation to maintain that new traction that was gained. Dogecoin, we talked about that yesterday, and basically, predicted that this is going to have a breakout soon. Who knows when? As you can see, since then, it definitely had a nice jump up. It's currently up 26.3%. Okay, so that's pretty cool. As far as getting up 200%, getting up 300%, looking at the market cap, we're talking about 3x. Oh wow, around 120 billion. So I could see some energy getting gained from that. I do not know how far that actually would decide to go, which is going to take a lot. Shiba Inu has for the first time surpassed Dogecoin in rank and has solidified itself and lived up to its name. So this crypto will be here for a very long time and has just kind of hit Dogecoin. Sorry about that. With like a sucker punch, if you would say. So that's pretty cool. Bitcoin is currently at 61 million. Okay, it's around 61 million, 3.4% up. I look at Bitcoin. Honestly, guys, I see it regaining a 70, 75 by the end of the year. I see it on a steady growth. I don't see any extreme volatility. People don't realize when you see a coin just shoot up, that's also part of the extreme volatility. It might be good volatility in your eyes. Yeah, it's going to the moon, but that's still volatility. So most people hear volatility only think bad, not fully understanding the definition of volatility. Or they do understand it, but they just, brush it off. So I can see Bitcoin growing momentum and slowly retaking its all-time high, definitely for the end of the year, and slowly walking up. I can see it hitting 70 million. It's gonna break that barrier. It's gonna have a slow climb within its next, its next development and stages of growth. When we look at Bitcoin, we look at, for example, holders. Holders are very important. When we get to Google, guys, I hate using this Microsoft search engine. It really sucks. Truly, we're looking at holders. How many holders do they have? Where do we expect them to head to in the future? How big will it become? How influential? How liked? It's just, part of the game with this thing here. Okay, let's get this thing going here. I don't know what's going on my internet. Like a little slow this morning. My internet is just waking up also. Look at holders. How many people hold the Bitcoin? Let's say Etherscan right here. A lot of times if you click on Etherscan, guys, for some reason it's like two dual sites pop up like you see here. It's Etherscan. And then you have Etherscan. This is it. Is this the correct one? Nope. It's kind of weird. I learned that, just noticed that actually. Why is Etherscan popping up here with 53 holders? What is going on? What is going on? It's wrapped BTC. Wrapped. Yeah, that's that Etherscan. I guess they're having technical difficulties on this website here. So we're going to move on from that. So we're not going to float on that too much. We are Kumas. We are here for the Kuma. So definitely that is, we would take care of that. And I'm going to introduce that information for those who's not up on it. Okay. Bitcoin's doing good. It's going to have a steady rise. Bitcoin's going to have a steady rise. Also for Ethereum, we gotta look at these market caps here. So it's very important and that's actually very good though. So these are more like your safe investments. Ethereum, you can put a good, like, people are like, oh, I don't want to risk. And, there's not, you're looking at Ethereum as an investment, a secure investment. I see Bitcoin and Ethereum as secure investments. You can put, for example, you can have a main savings, a life savings. If I have my life savings, I feel comfortable taking 50% of my portfolio, for example, and putting it in Ethereum. Just in my opinion. Because it's here forever. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's not just, would you just have some major, crazy run off Ethereum? No, I believe Ethereum is going to grow over time, steadily, like a stock. It's going to mimic the energy of a stock. Why? Due to its popularity. Once everybody knows about something, it tends to build support on that. Because everybody will stay in the space. I don't see no random crash or any, I just see long-term growth. Next 5 years, you could earn 70%, possibly 80% on your portfolio with Ethereum safely. Bitcoin, same thing. People, oh, Bitcoin's gonna hit 100,000 by the end of the year. I'm looking at them like, what the freak? Look at the market cap. Are you serious? Not saying it cannot, but I believe Bitcoin is gonna grow steadily through its golden years. It's gonna hit its golden period where everybody just, and it's gonna grow steadily. That's what I see Bitcoin doing. You're gonna have your times of extreme push. It's gonna jump up 8 points. Things of that nature. You're gonna have in times. Breaking news, more acceptance, more positive sentiment, things of that nature. So Shiba Inu. People are excited. It's up 70%. These are the types of numbers I can see coming in also with SHIB. Will it go on the moon? I think this next moon journey is with the Robinhood listing. That is coming. This next run has solidified that they are definitely watching. Too many signatures, you know, on petitions. So this, I can see that's going to be its next. Once this Robinhood listing is going to burn a zero. It will burn a zero with the Robinhood listing. It's too close. It will knock that off. I see that occurring. So there's going to be a lot of things in store for this project for the next couple months. And people who dive in hand of this project, they deserve their position. This project has made countless millionaires. You know, things of that nature. Is it too late to become a millionaire with SHIB? We can talk about time. We can talk about so when I look at a project and I see all of these zeros here, there is not no to say is it too late is laughable. It's more of do you have time to become a millionaire off of SHIB? Most people say is it too late to do this? And with these cryptos, there was certain one of them. It's like certain ones. It's like Doge, for example. Did this crypto go through things? Yes. Did it? Once the sentiment and people are gonna, they gotta go through the damage, the mental damage they received from that whole little, episode here with the crash and the whole little controversy. But will it regenerate? Yes, I believe so. They have a good community over there. Do they have some fraudsters that are really, I'm not saying they're purposely fraudsters. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. No, that offer financial advice. Just keep you up to date. Type of plays, types of things I'm into, type of affirmations I received from the big Kuma, builder of Kuma land. So do they have? I can't say fraudsters, but I would say trollers. Yes. It's like funny. Earlier I was going to sleep, and your phone always pops up things that you. Being it's like my phone knows I'm in the crypto, so it's always showing me crypto like on my feed of anything. So, and that's just AI and algorithms, things of that nature. So you know how it goes. If you enter something, your phone will pick up on it and just start showing to you in your feed. And I'm scrolling to my feed and Dogecoin, moon, rockets. I'm like, oh really? I'm like, okay, that's cool. Went against what I thought was gonna happen with Doge. It's so fast. Then I just look at Doge and it's like, okay. Doge did regain some of its lows, but to use the word moon rockets without regaining a portion of your all-time high, like say if this little arrow right here was at least up here, we have not even gained our last previous little spike. So to use the trollers, the same guys that's in bed with the elites, these guys, or the project space itself, they pump you up. They don't be honest. It's weirdos. Weird people. They be alright, Kumas. Once again, if you're here for the first time, please hit your like button, subscribe button, hit your notification bells. Just keep up to date with us. We're not going to hold you out too long this morning, Kumas. We're going to develop, keep growing, keep entering the space. Our computer has just woken up also. Gotta let these things load. And as far as holders, I'm gonna brush on that before we, sign off this morning, Kumas, this broadcasting. I can actually see us hitting 100,000 holders. Honestly, by the end of this year. And it's all about the snowball effect, guys. It's all about the snowball effect. As we continue to rise, if you look, in my last video, that, we're at 21 around 945-ish, 961-ish, something like that. So we've actually, in the last couple of hours, just through the night, we've gained, going on 355 plus holders around 360, something like that. And so we're gonna keep gaining this traction, and these holders is very important as a new community because our charts will be responsive to all holders, Kumas. Okay, so we're looking at by the time we hit 100K, things of that nature. I can see us burning a zero around that period. A zero will be burnt on or around that period. And that's around the 100K holder mark. And that's possibly before that period. Excuse me. Around the 100K holder mark, I believe a zero will be burnt already, to be more precise, and we'll be working on burning another one halfway through there or a portion into burning the one after that. Okay? So that's two. The reason I say this, right, is because we've managed to climb to our all-time high, right, which is at the 60. It's pretty cool. Around there we had a 71 million. Yeah, I'm looking at our market cap. I'm just, it's realistic. So, for us to double this market cap, we would burn a zero immediately, and that still would leave us, you know, around 112 million. So yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much cool, and that's basically my vision. Things I received from the Kumas, you know, and it's the direction we're heading at as a community. Okay, as our holders grow, which is very important, the word of our community grows. Things of that nature. You see, we have hit many all-time highs, just like any of these big players today. Remember that, guys. Okay, so we can say, yo, Shiba went to the moon. OMG. Actually, we moonshot it harder than them. And we actually currently just did exactly what they, I mean, what? Come on, dude. So, but we're not going to get their attention. Yes, they're running it. We're going to ignore the Kuma. To say our name is to draw more people into, oh my gosh, well, people said Shiba Inu was not going to outpace Dogecoin. Oh, that's impossible. Like, come on. And now look where we're at now. Look where we're at now. So, history has a way of repeating itself. One of the bosses from the Shiba joined the Kumas. He was upset. They threw him out in the rain. He came home to the family, joined us, helped us rebuild our nation, expand our community. Okay? So I'm looking at also as far as new listings. We have things that's going to come on the horizon for us that is going to burn zeros immediately. If we look at the Kuma Inu, right? Official Twitter page and stuff, the official Twitter thing they got going on here. When we look at these things, right? We haven't really heard from the team in months, realistically speaking, as far as updates and things of that nature. And I believe this is for a good reason. I believe that we will have great, powerful information very soon. And I can see we haven't had a tweet since September 20th. This is October, guys. They are working on something. They haven't even responded to the parabolic growth that we've just seen out of nowhere. These are serious people, Kumas, top developers, top builders. And we was talking about this earlier. We actually seen, if you were here from our prior videos, we looked at this at 39K. A couple of days ago, we talked at the 41K. Earlier, I just glanced at this. We were at 44.6. We're at 44.8, going on 45,000 followers, guys. I can see the snowball with this. I can see us hitting around 100,000 followers very soon. Soon Kuma will earn the blue badge. Kuma will be official. Public figure Kuma's. Public entity Kuma. Public Kuma business. So I can see that growing in the space. And I can see this, yeah, definitely hitting 100,000 followers by the end of the year also. And I can see with this next tweet, I can see very big information from the big Kuma, the big Kumas. So I can see that development. I can see that we're working, they're doing things, the Kumas, the community, the people all together, all united, fully decentralized, full financial communications. So I can see that going on there. So that's all I'm going to touch base with y'all today about, and definitely keep y'all updated later on today. We'll go over some things, talk about the specs, go through the community, new revelations, new growth, new developments. Okay? So, Kumas, we will talk. Enjoy your day. Take your Kumas to school. Go to work. Develop your people. Take care of your family. Develop yourself. And stay positive.